The customer is not always right. Hi, my name is Gideon, a biobehavior psychologist, copywriter, and your marketing consultant. The customer is not always right. In fact, the customer is hardly right. Now, make no mistake, there are only two places to find all answers you need for your business and your marketing. And that is the customer and your competitor. But there are better scientific ways to find the right answers. You can't rely on asking the customer what they want and you think you're going to get accurate results. In most cases, you won't. Most of the people who have listened to customers have actually tanked, and those who have gone the opposite route have thrived. One such example is Red Bull. Red Bull has from get-go not listened to customers. And by listen, I mean asking them what they actually want and giving it to them. How did they start? Well, in the early 1980s, Red Bull wanted to enter the European market. So they did what any normal, logical, right-thinking person would do. They hired an agency to ask people, customers, if they like Red Bull. Much to their dismay, not one person loved Red Bull. In fact, some said they would never take Red Bull even if they were paid to. It doesn't get worse than that. And other comments were, the can is too small, the price is too high, and what have you. Nothing was positive. So did Red Bull listen? If you were the president of Red Bull at the time, what would you do? Red Bull didn't listen to the customer. What they did was the opposite. They made the can even smaller, pretty much half the size of their biggest competitor then, Coca-Cola, and they made their prices 3 times that of their competitor, Coca-Cola, by then. But they didn't stop there. They remained with that weird taste of Red Bull. Nothing about it made sense. Everything they did was illogical. But today, Red Bull sells 1 billion cans each year. I'll say that again. Red Bull today sells 1 billion cans each year. And it is not by chance, and certainly not by listening to the customer. Had they listened to the customer, I know this for a fact, they wouldn't have been as successful as we know them today. There are different companies, much like Red Bull, that followed exactly what the customer wanted, and well, it didn't go well. This is still happening today. So be careful when listening to your customers, because customers don't necessarily know what they want. And a person who doesn't know what they want can't be always right. In the next video, I'm going to show you why Red Bull didn't listen to the customer and what they did right so that you could do the same. If you loved the video, like and follow so that you don't miss the next episode. And if you know someone who is smart enough to gain from this content, share the video with them.